this set, this shows what I want Zain to do every single game versus Hbox, and what he ends up doing every single set. So I think I'm like 100% convinced that Marth beats Jigglypuff, but Hungrybox is just so much ahead of everyone else. He's been playing for so long. He knows exactly how to do everything that you need to do to win in this matchup, and Zain doesn't know everything that you need to win. I believe that's what's going on here. So let's take a look, see what Zain does. So I've always thought that you need to play like Jigglypuff as a trash character, because she is a trash character. You gotta be really careful with a lot of things about her. Like it's like stepping on eggshells when you're playing versus Jigglypuff. But if you just keep playing like she's a garbage character, then you win. And so what he's doing right now is like Marth actually has pretty good out of shield options, so it's not even that bad if Jigglypuff comes in and fights the shield. So what he's doing is he's just walling in place. Like Jigglypuff can't get in on Marth if you play it right. And if she does get in on Marth, you can just either shield grab, nair out of shield, uppy out of shield even. Oh, that's kind of really risky. But like this character is not as good as Hungrybox makes her out to be. He's just that good that he can deal with all the characters that beat Jigglypuff, because he knows every single situation exactly what to do. So Jigglypuff can only really get a grab if she's landed right next to you. She can't dash in and grab, so you can just shield when she comes in, and that's exactly what he's doing. If you just keep walling Jigglypuff off, she's never going to get in on you. And I mean, you got to go for grabs, but at the same time, I feel like this matchup should be played for Marth as like, if you get the lead, you stop doing anything risky at all, and you just play safe. Because look at how much Zain has gotten just like playing safe, punishing Jigglypuff when Jigglypuff tries to go in on Marth. And it's working. So the first game goes really well. Same as the other set they played. It goes really well. I think Jigglypuff is actually really good on Pokemon Stadium, and I'm glad he took him to FD in this game. But yeah, if you screw up, you die a lot in this matchup. But if you just keep doing what he's doing exactly right now, with using nairs and fairs, I mean, he went in and he got punished. And that's what Hungrybox is going to do. He doesn't mind just staying there, waiting for you to do something stupid. And so you have to play like that too. And you can play like that with Marth. Like, Jigglypuff can't do anything. She can't do anything versus Marth. Like, not nearly as much as Marth can do to him if Jigglypuff goes in on Marth. You play the neutral, and Jigglypuff will get bears on you, but they're not going to knock down for quite a while. And every single time that Jigglypuff bears, you have a chance to win neutral just by fairing your bear leg hitbox, because it's not completely disjointed. There is a lot of disjoint on bear, but there's a lot on the sword as well. So it's just like, if he gets a bear, you don't get knocked down until way later. But if you get a fair, you get like a pretty big combo on it. So I don't see how Jigglypuff wins. Like, there's no way Jigglypuff wins. It's just Hungrybox plays how he needs to win, and people like Zain just fall straight into his arms. And I mean, he should have won this set, but there's a moment in it where the crowd just goes crazy, and I think it like messes with Zane's composure. And like Hungrybox is just gonna keep playing the game. He's had crowds yelling in his ear. So I think that's what really happened here. But I think Zain is on his way to becoming consistently good at beating Jigglypuff. Another thing I wanted to mention, it's really apparent on this stage specifically, is that when he hits Hungrybox up into the air, he doesn't shark at all. He just goes all the way down to the bottom of the stage. Like, it feels like to me that he has this game plan for when he's on stage, but he has no game plan for when Hungrybox is up above him. Because Jigglypuff can't come down on Marth that easily. It's just like any other character. So I don't see why he just like went up onto the platform there, up tilted, and then went straight all the way down to the bottom. That just lets Hungrybox get his jumps back for free. And yeah, he wants to get a grab and F smash. But if you keep just walling Jigglypuff out, you're eventually gonna win. Like, the sets will be longer, but he can win consistently if he just does that. Plus, you can get like you can get side B up tilts on the higher platforms. Like, on higher platforms, I think what you should be going for is basically making him run out of all his jumps and then having him have nowhere to go. So, like, if he runs out of his jumps while he's above you, you can get an up tilt. And then you can get another up tilt when he's trying to come down again. And the only way he can stall at that point is a pound. And pound takes longer than up tilt, so you could just up tilt again after he pounds. So there's so much value to be gained from keeping Jigglypuff up in the air. And the only thing you can do is come down with a dare to stop you. And that definitely doesn't have a good disjoint from Jigglypuff's feet. Her hurtbox grows huge when she dares. So, like, this is exactly what he should be doing, but he should be doing more up there. And if you hit the sour spot at lower percents, she can counter hit. So it is a bit risky then. But you definitely need to pressure it when she's at higher percents. Just keep getting her up there. Because at that point you can't even forward throw pivot F smash. Another thing Chillin needs to know, because he keeps mentioning like, oh, he screwed up the pivot. The pivot isn't it's not free. Like, you can't make it consistent at all. That's why M2K was saying that he's never gonna pivot, because it's just a random chance that you get it. I don't think it's 50-50. Like, I think it's more than 50% consistent, but it does depend just on if the game wants to give it to you or not. That's why you'll see Zain F smash, or if he doesn't F smash, he just dashes back because he missed the pivot, and there's nothing he can do about it. He did the inputs perfectly. The game didn't give it to him. That's really good, that double side B. I really like that. So yeah, like you don't go up all the way up to the platform with your double jump when Hungrybox is there. But if he's all the way up in the air, you can get to the platform safely. Then you go all the way up there, you pressure him in the air. I do want to see him do more F smashes. Also, I couldn't even tell that this was the first set, but it doesn't really matter which one you watch because they're exactly the same. And I'm not even gonna watch this anymore because I've said everything I can on the Marth Jigglypuff matchup that I wanted to say. So there's no point even watching anymore.